guys, welcome to our channel. This is Hermes Brothers in the Ball Farming. You'll find out what the ball is sooner or later. I think that the Hermes Brothers part is pretty self-explanatory. I'm Clay Hermes. My brother is Jake Hermes. He's in Lubbock, Texas right now. He's at college, and he'll be down here sooner or later. Right now we are getting this planter ready to go. We're gonna start planting some corn here sometime soon. That's my dad right there. He's putting oil in our fertilizer pump, and we're gonna put some fertilizer in this tank and get ready to rock and roll. While he's doing that, I'm up here. I'm setting our GPS, getting it all ready to rock and roll. So stay tuned. And by setting planter, I mean I'm going in here and I'm putting this. This is documentation of what variety we are planting of corn. This is going to be the variety of Pioneer 1464 that we're putting into our planter to plant for the first time to get started, and I'm going to set that as the color blue, and that's all going to go into a map, and we'll be able to look at it later on in the year. And that's all that we're going to do for now. I set this equipment, I set it to corn planter. It's all set 40 feet, 16 rows, 30-inch rows, and it's all ready to go for us whenever we're ready. We got all of our fertilizer taken care of. Put that in. We had to clean all 16 check valves. I didn't get a video of that because frustrated people and cameras don't mix well. And my dad's gonna back the seed tender in here, and we're gonna put our first corn seed in of the 2024 season. So I had some real awesome footage. Probably wasn't too awesome, but I had some footage, and I look at my camera and it says I'm recording in slow motion. So I don't know how much I got that was in slow motion, but I guess we'll find out when I get to editing it. But new camera than what I used to have when I used to do this, and it was in slow motion. Could have been that way the whole day, but I guess I'll find out. Still inspecting. He's one with the earth. Oh, now he's taking a picture of me. Awesome. This thing can't zoom in, but my dad is right there. I like doing that, pointing. There he is. Oh, too high. Right there. Sooner or later, he's going to get in the tractor. He's thinking about it, and he wants to bad, but he hasn't done it yet. He's thinking about it, I can tell. It's definitely going through his mind. He's thinking about it. Oh, he's about to get in. I know he is. I guess he's too cool to ride in the tractor now. He's getting too grown up to do it. Yeah, he's getting too big for his britches, I guess. Spring chicken. This here is the fun part of running field cultivator behind good wheat. Decent wheat. Okay wheat. Piles it up. Jake, meatball. Piles. Really? The first load of fertilizer for the year is out. Time to fill it up. Just like that. Just as mysteriously as he showed up, he was gone again. Jake and Meatball, it wasn't y'all's fault that those piles were there. Y'all didn't do that. Well, maybe you did, I don't know. But it planted through them, so don't feel bad. Looks great. Other than that, great job. Just constructive criticism. So I have got now about 80 acres done with this field, but I look back and this son of a gun is shooting fertilizer everywhere. So I need my dad to come help me identify the leak, because it's a tough job to do by yourself. Nearly impossible, because you got to be able to spin the let me give you a little rundown how this thing works. When the planter's down the ground, this wheel spins on that wheel like that, and it puts fertilizer out to these rows. And you gotta have someone to watch it. This thing, I imagine something came undone in there. I don't imagine that's what happened. Just don't know where it is. So, fixing. When you can't solve your problems right off the bat, don't know if you can see them behind me, but this is how you find them. Rover. That's Rover, and he's roving. Is roving a word? I just invented it, I think. He's roving around back there. He found it, and now he's just watching his great find become better and better. For those of you who aren't in farming, there's this thing right here called the marker, and my dad has always used the marker, so I'm going to show you right here. There's this thing on our GPS called adaptive curve, and me and my brother Jake thought there was no way that he would ever become an adaptive curve user, and we sat there and watched with happiness as my dad planted the inrows with adaptive curve. It was like watching a baby take his first steps into technology. Now he's running. I'll slow down for him. I'll jump up on there. And we're off. There he goes. I guess he was satisfied with his fix. Anywho, would you look at that for a second? Just look at it. You can tell that's a sunset because the way that it is, it looks like a sunset. Still rolling. Quite literally rolling off into the sunset. He's back at it again. Mobile servicing. Needs some WD-40, some chain lubricant. There he is. On the move. No need to stop to service. Actually, there probably is a need to stop, but not today. I know everyone was dying to know what was wrong with the planter. Why were we stopped to fix something? Well, this row right there was putting fertilizer onto the disc, and that's not supposed to happen, so it was grinding up. I was like, that's not right. So I said, Dad, come take a look at this, because that's what he's famous for doing. He came and took a look. He's like, oh, let me ride a little bit on the back. So he did, and he found out that there was a connection that was bad in the fertilizer hose. So he fixed the connection, and lo and behold, there is no fertilizer on that disc. And the sun's setting still. It's right there again, walking away. The 6'5" paint dominating post out of Texas Tech, Scott Hermes, has been battling a shoulder injury since before we started planting corn, which was today. He's still, but toughing it out, making it happen, doing all the bad work. So I can sit in here and press buttons all day, which I ain't complaining. But I told him if I need to do it, I'll do it, and he said I don't need your rocking chair. So he's still, he likes doing that kind of stuff though. Even if he says he doesn't, it's one of his favorite things to do. He likes to take care of his workers. And the end. For the first time in plant 24, the lights are on. Not because it's necessary at all, but because it looks cool. Look at that. It's on. Shining. Looks cool. Does this look cool? No. Does this? Yes. And with this pass, we finish up this field, and the last, not the last, fortunately, just started. The first 98, 97 acres of the year. Good start. Started at 3 o'clock. Did 97 acres. My monitor's beeping at me because I only have one half of my planter on because I'm at a point row. Oh, lesson time. Point row right here. It's where my in row around the outside of the field meets my GPS straight track. You can see it right there. Where that darker blue is, that's called a point row. So I have this thing right here called a point row shutoff. and I have this side of the planter turned off and that side's on. So you learned something today. Well, maybe some of y'all did. Probably most of y'all already knew, but still, you know now. So with that being said, thank y'all for coming along today. We'll see y'all in the morning.